Welcome to the latest edition of the London Bus Museum Winter Refresh Update with your chairman, Leon Daniels.
So here we have inside the museum a wonderful new roadway donated to us by Amy plc and laid down by their contractors, Meon UK. Looks really good. Provide a great context for our museum, roadway running right through it. You can see the bus stop, but that'll be put up and there'll be a shelter. It'll look really very good. So let's talk about our plans. All this is subject to the government restrictions, so please watch the website, stay in touch with the news and social media. But on Sunday the 20th of June, we're planning a Members' Day. If you want to come on Members' Day, please book in advance on the Brooklands website, because on the 20th of June we're still under phase 3 of the lockdown conditions, so you need to book in advance. It's for members and it's your chance to have a preview about the museum. Then on the 27th of June, we hope to have our grand reopening at our summer gathering. Now this is all subject to what the government announces on June 14th. So again, stay close to our website, the Brooklands website, and also social media. We will let you know what's going to be possible on the 27th of June. So as you can see, we've got lots of work going on, and here in the museum, STL 441, it's had to come out of the workshop while we have 2377 in. You might remember the STL had to come home from Route 65 a little bit early because of trouble with the diff. That's out and been overhauled, the bearings are all being done. So to make space, STL 441 is just temporarily in the workshop. As you can see, we've got some framing issues to do on the upstairs front near side. That's all being dealt with. The glazing's out, the pillar is out, and it'll be as good as new really soon. So another opportunity to see what our road looks like. It's going to be great. Not only a bus stop and a shelter, there's going to be a crossing. It really looks so good. We're now looking down at the shop, which is the last thing you'll see before you visit and leave the museum. We hope that you buy something, of course. And we've had the shop open and ready because since Brooklands reopened in April, we've had the shop open and we've been selling tickets for our bus rides. So here's the shop now taking shape. And people are going to love this display of the K-type chassis and the RT chassis, which is in the process of gaining some information boards so people know what they're looking at. The Leyland clock is now in its new position. Those ropes holding it up aren't permanent, so don't worry, it'll be bolted to the floor. And now here we are in the Warhol. This is STL 2093. We've been adding some panels to this. As part of the exhibit, we're making a new entrance. There'll be rocks and sandbags. It'll look like the entrance to a public shelter. It'll be much darker than the old one, and a really interesting attraction. If you're scared and you don't want to walk over the rickety floor, you can stay on the outside and go past G351 instead. Sorry to interrupt. I know you're enjoying our latest episode of the Winter Refresh, but I just wanted to ask for your help. We're well on the way to opening our museum, hopefully on the 27th of June in our new layout. But we have been closed for best part of 18 months. No income from visitors. So we could really do with your help. As I say, everything done here by volunteers. We've got a lifetime worth of restoration to do, and also the upkeep and maintenance of the existing fleets. So we could really do with your help. If you're enjoying these videos, please, why don't you join the museum, join the London Bus Preservation Trust. Each year you'll get full access, 365 days a year, to the whole Brooklyn site, including ourselves here at the London Bus Museum. You'll get our magazines, you'll get all the information, but best of all, you'll be helping us. Also, you can send us a donation. We welcome all donations. It can be either general or specific. And finally, we also could do with your help as a volunteer, stewarding, working with the restorations, driving, conducting. We've got so much to do here. We could just really do with your help. So please find a way of helping the London Bus Museum and helping us continue to keep all of the great work we're doing as shown in these videos. So I'm going to send you back now to the Winter Refresh. Hope you're enjoying it.
London Bus Museum. This summer come back and see us with our newly refreshed exhibition, some new vehicles, and more fun for children too. Opening times and days with Brooklyn's Museum. See our website at londonbusmuseum.com.
So here is our latest exhibit. This is EB2. We've got one of the original electric buses in London. In fact, the other one's been scrapped, so it's the only original all-electric bus from London, donated by our friends at BYD. They're going to make EB2 look really good. Some of the panels are being removed. So people can see the workings inside, because most of the interesting parts for an electric bus is under the skin. So there'll be perspex panels, some LED lights to show which way the power's flowing, and things that they can enjoy. It'll be fully accessible with its ramp open.
Yeah, you're about the same as you were before.
So I know a lot of people are going to enjoy seeing this. There's Managing Director of BYD Europe, Frank Thorpe, personally overseeing the installation and the arrival of EB2. So we're building lots of display units for the curatorial team to have more things on display from our archive. In fact, some of the team have been asking when they can go back to restoring buses, because of course they've been doing furniture making, they've been doing building works, and they really want to work on buses. Anyway, here's Ian Reddick taking the latest display unit into place. As you know, a couple of years ago, one of our members donated this beautiful handcrafted model of an ST, and it was on display briefly at our AGM. So here we are now making sure that at a touch of a button, it will rotate. You will see this beautiful model, which, as I say, was donated by one of our members after years' work. So it's great to have on display. A number of our other models are coming out too. Here's K424. Just gorgeous to have these models displayed in such a way that young people can see them. We're just having them out in the boardroom where they're being prepared for display. Again, this beautiful RT model, which has been in the collection a long time, and this is just great for young people to see how these models come together. And here's T3, another lovely hand-built model. We're very, very proud to have it in our collection. So with EB2 in place, it's time to put the fleet back together again. And the green bus lineup is being made ready. Of course, people want to know why some of London's bus is green, and the answer will be in our exhibition. And here we have Tony and Chris Druitt here working to smarten up the horse bus exhibit, cleaning, polishing and making sure all of the equipment is in good order. Thanks Tony, thanks Chris for all of your hard work. This is the first thing people will see when they arrive.
Now Steve's back on the Friday. I don't pick it up at all. No, I usually drop it. What's it in? It's only 2 drops.
So our bus rides have been really popular, especially so when Brooklands was only open for exterior attractions. So people enjoyed, even though they had to pay again. So here's our MC 1461. It was a wet day, but people were in the shelter. Our team were providing 1 or 2 buses every day that Brooklands was open. We were grateful for the income and grateful to stretch the legs of our buses. Of course, we had proper social distancing. People sat together in their social bubbles. The bus was properly cleaned between trips, and all the staff, of course, had their face masks. People said it was the highlight of the visit, and this is when Brooklands was open for exterior attractions only. So here is RT 4779 back after its final trip and coming into the museum. With our new roadway, we're using both sets of doors, which means the running fleet is kept close by the doors. And then finally, there's always one teaser at the end of these episodes. So just back into Brooklands, beautifully repanelled and repainted WVL1. And thanks to our great friends at Go Ahead and Hanson Dorset Trim for doing this work for us, painted back into original London General colours. So thanks for joining us. It's been another great trip together. We're very soon going to be open. Hopefully one more of these episodes before we do. We hope you're enjoying it, and we look forward to seeing you back at the London Bus Museum.